The golden leaf rested gently in Obinna's hands. It was unlike any leaf he had ever seen.
It was warm.
The golden glow had become faint. "Why did you give this to me? Because one day you will need to remember what you saw tonight. Keep it hidden."
Keep it hidden.
"And never allow greed to discover its power." He understood that whatever happened next, he had to keep the secret. Obinna began walking back through the forest. The golden leaf was hidden safely inside his wrapper, but his mind was filled with questions. Why had the tree chosen him? What did the golden leaf really do? And who would come looking for the secret? He stopped for a moment and looked back. The great Baobab stood silently beneath the moon. Its golden glow had disappeared. It looked like an ordinary tree again. "I will not tell anyone." Then he continued toward home, but of eyes watching him from behind the trees. By the time Obinna reached the edge of Amankwu, the village was completely quiet. He lit a small oil lamp. Obinna carefully removed the golden leaf. He placed it beside the lamp. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the leaf began to glow. Obinna quickly covered it with a piece of cloth. His heart raced. The tree's warning suddenly felt much more serious. "Nobody must see this." The following morning, Obinna walked toward the village square. An elderly man who had known him since childhood noticed him passing. The elder studied Obinna's face carefully. Something seemed different. The boy looked distracted. He carried himself with unusual caution.
Obinna,
"Yes, elder.
you were in the forest last night.
I only went to gather firewood."
Be careful where your feet carry you, my son.
Then he walked away. The elder watched him disappear into the crowd. Something had changed, and he knew it.
Later that afternoon, Obinna returned home carrying a small basket of food. He stopped outside his hut. Something felt wrong. He looked around. Nobody was there. But near the edge of his compound, fresh footprints. Someone was here. The box is safe. The glow is stronger. Obinna stared at it in fear. Outside, behind a nearby tree, a shadow quietly moved away. Someone had discovered that Obinna was hiding something. And whoever it was, wanted to know what it was. The next morning, Obinna returned home after helping a farmer. But the moment he entered his hut, he knew something was wrong. The wooden box was no longer where he had left it. Obinna froze. He slowly opened it. The golden leaf was gone. His heart began to race. Someone had discovered his secret. Then he heard footsteps outside. Obinna stepped toward the doorway. The mysterious figure from the previous day stood several steps away. It was a man from the village.
I know what you found. Take me to the tree. If that tree gave you gold, imagine what it could give me.
The tree warned me about greed.
Greed? Why would anyone refuse treasure?
Ancient tree, show me your treasure!
Luca.
Nothing happened. Patience. I'm tired of waiting. Don't be reckless. Enough! Do something!
You came for treasure. Yes. Then you have already failed. Gold cannot make a greedy heart rich. Please, let him go. and returned to Obinna.
Obinna was chosen because he gave when he had little.
You came demanding what you had not earned. The man lowered his head. For the first time, he understood.
The golden glow spread through the great Baobab. Then something unexpected happened. The tree revealed a hidden hollow beneath its massive roots. Inside, there was no mountain of gold, no jewels, no riches. These are the ancient seeds. Seeds from trees that had disappeared from the land generations ago. This is what I protect. Life, knowledge, and the future of the village. Obinna finally understood. The greatest treasure had never been gold. It was the wisdom that could keep Amankwu alive for generations. The man who had followed him stood silently. His greed had blinded him. But now, he finally understood the lesson.
At sunrise, Obinna returned to Amankwu. The great Baobab stood animbai. The ancient seeds were planted across the village. Years passed, and Amankwu became even more prosperous.
The villagers never learned every detail of what happened that night, but the elders remembered one important lesson. They taught their children, a heart filled with greed can never recognize true treasure. And Obinna, the poor orphan who once had almost nothing, became one of the wisest guardians of Amankwu. Whenever the full moon appeared, he would sit beneath the great Baobab and listen. Sometimes, the tree remained silent, and sometimes, the wind carried a familiar whisper. Obinna.
Some secrets are not meant to be owned. They are meant to be protected.